Hello, written world. This is a beautiful fall morning, and we're off to the pumpkin farm.
I don't care what you've got to say to me, what it is that I can't see in my insanity. Rain comes down, wash away the good, the bad, sunshine for the joy.
Hello, written world. I'm Rowena and I'm back from the pumpkin patch. And I'm here with Jenness Walker and Tracy Bowen, authors of Bliss. And it's pretty cold here in Chicago, but they are, where are you guys?
We're in Hobie Sound, Florida.
Hobie Sound, Florida. And what's the temperature like during the day in Hobie Sound?
Oh, right now it's between 85 and 90.
85 and 90. I wish it was like that here, but it's a little bit blustery, beautiful day, but chilly. So I wanted to ask you, how long did it take you to write Bliss?
That's a complicated question.
Okay.
We did it and we stopped and started quite frequently as life got crazy. So it took about 2 years. I don't know, maybe 2 years, but that was off and on. Once we got going, we finished up the rest in about 6 months. Right? The majority was written in about 6 months.
6 months. Now, do you write together or do you take a chapter at a time? How does co-authoring work?
The way that we do it is probably a little bit unique. We kind of talk about it in terms of building a house. I kind of do the outline, lay the foundation, and Jenness comes in and makes it pretty. She hangs the sheetrock and puts up the pictures.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good way of looking at it. I'm never quite sure how things work in its partnership. How long have you guys known each other?
5 years. 5 years.
And tell us about Hobie Sound. What's it like?
Well, first of all, it's actually Hobe Sound, as in like hope. I forget where it comes from. Is it Indian or I don't know. Who knows?
Okay.
Anyway, it's a small town about a mile from the ocean, next to Jupiter Island, and it's just a fun place to live. It's got, I don't know. What else does it have? Not a whole lot. It has the beach, so that's all that matters.
Now tell us a little something about the book. What's it about?
It's about a girl who is looking for herself, and she's looking for happiness. That's the easy answer.
Okay. All right. Now, what made you think of the character of Indy Moore?
I'll let Jenness answer that because she was originally her idea. So, I've never really understood why people read horoscopes, and so I was kind of taking a look at that. I wondered what would happen if a girl was addicted to horoscopes, and but every time she did what they said, it led her to disaster, and so that was kind of the question that started the whole journey.
And how long have you lived in Hobe Sound?
Too long. No. I'm not really sure. So around 15 years or so.
Wow.
I've only lived here 5 years.
And has it changed much over the years?
In some ways, yes.
is it more commercial or is it very small town? What's it like? Is it a lot of people, a lot of tourists?
Not a whole lot of tourists come to Harpstring. It's kept its small town feel, even though it's built up some over the years. But it's still kind of off the map, a quaint little town near the ocean.
And you say that Jupiter Island is a stone's throw away, or across the bridge, or?
It's across the bridge.
Now, some of the places that you've placed into the book are actual, we can actually go there.
Yeah.
And, okay, you take Indy from Kansas to Hope Sound. Have you traveled that distance? Have you taken the road trip through there, and that's how you know how to write about it?
Just has. Not that specific trip, but yes, I've driven from Kansas to Florida at some point, with lots of stops in between, I'm sure.
So between Kansas and Florida, it's about, what, a 3-day, 4-day drive?
Around 3 days,
3 days.
if you stop to sleep.
Now that was a pretty brave undertaking for your character there.
It was actually a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to write the road trip. She was ready to get away from her mom, so if it took a 3-day trip to do it, then...
Now the thing that I found interesting about the book was the development of the characters and the relationships between them. Tell us about the relationship between Indy and her mother.
Well, it's complicated.
Yeah.
Because there's never been any, they've never really had any roots. Indy's never really felt a sense of family. Their life's been pretty much a gypsy lifestyle. And that's part of the reason that she's searching for something. She's not gotten anything out of life except for him.
What's it like co-authoring a book together?
Oh, it's a blast. It really is a lot of fun. You have a built-in brainstorming partner. You have someone to help plan the signing. That's very handy. I think it probably could be disaster, but thankfully our personalities match up really well, and we have a lot of fun, a lot of laughs.
Would you do it again?
Oh, we're planning on it. We already have at least 5 story ideas percolating.
Intended audience.
For me, actually, I know the idea started out as somebody who was having a disastrous life and following horoscopes, but in the long term, as we started getting into the book, the main questions that I thought were really important were, what does Christianity look like to someone who doesn't have a Christian background at all, who's not familiar with biblical traditions and the things that we do in church and our terminology and that type of thing? And what should it look like to somebody who isn't familiar with it? So I think our intended audience is women, obviously, but we want to talk to anybody who likes to look at life in a funny way, but also ask them maybe some deeper questions in the midst of some fun.
What drew us to the book was the element of humor. Tell us about how hard that is or how easy that is to write humorously in Christian fiction.
Well, okay, I tried writing a romantic comedy on my own. Remember, I usually write suspense, so I did try a comedy, and I got a few things right, but most of it wrong. But Tracy kind of between her and her husband, they could hit the road as a Christian comedian team, and their boys could join in. So writing humor with Tracy is kind of natural, not that hard at all.
I don't know if it's a gift or a curse, but I can find humor in anything. So it can get a little awkward if you laugh at a funeral, but I can find humor anywhere. It just comes natural to me, so it wasn't hard at all.
Have you written other books?
I have completed a few. I have one published. Tracy and I have started a couple, and just haven't found the right one to finish yet. But I think we're gonna figure that one out very soon.
Well, we're both working on solo projects right now. She's working on another fiction, and I'm working on a non-fiction, and so just trying to get everybody's scheduled together to do not our separate works and then our work together. We're still trying to figure all that out.
Well, it was very nice of you guys to join me. I thank you for being on this webcast with me.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
See you in nice warm Florida.
Okay, shout out what your book was before. What was the title of it?
Double take.
Novel?
Double take.
Double Take. All right. So, Jenness Walker, Double Take. Tracy Bowen and Jenness Walker for Bliss. So go get your copy. Come out to Hope Sound. Get it signed. But if you can't make it, come right back here on the 13th of October, Wednesday, 4 p.m. to about whenever. I think about 9, hopefully, Eastern Time. So we'll see you there.